All right, here's how to transmute your pain into power. And I'm gonna tell you while my dog licks and eats my face off. Hi, Sadie. Sadie says hello also. But one of my life stories, I just thought about this when I got out of the gym today. One of my life stories is that I have been down in the fucking pain cave beyond your wildest dreams 3 times that I can count in my life. One time was from the suicide of my grandfather on my 21st birthday, who I share a name with, told me we have the last name, and he was like, you're the last one in the family. And 3 days after he shot himself in the house I grew up, I got a birthday card from him that said shoot for the stars. And that put me in a dark fucking point for like years. I couldn't feel, I lost all empathy. I don't even remember the years after that because it tore my family apart. And for a long time. And I struggled with that, right? And now here I am putting that out on the internet. The second time was after the dissolution of like a 6.5, 7-year relationship that just fucking tore me to pieces. And then the third time was ironically after my second relationship. There was a really awesome, intense 3-year relationship. And all 3 times I was cast down into like the 9th layer of hell beyond your wildest dreams. I was in so much freaking pain and darkness that I could barely even see a foot in front of me. And all 3 of these tore me apart in very, very different ways. But ultimately, I read every book under the sun. I watched all the videos, reached out to all the coaches, all the mentors. You know, I worked with some, didn't work with others. And I started sort of creating my own system. And one of the things that I realized was that there are principles of what's called neuroenergetics, which is all about how to transmute your power transmute your pain specifically into power using essentially 8 different principles. And I've noticed from working with people over the past 4 years that whether you're working on a business or you're working on a personal relationship or personal issue, there is an intersection there, right? It looks like an X, and that is your personal life and that is your work or your professional life. And one definitely impacts the other. We like to think that there's separation of church and state there, and there's absolutely not. Ultimately, a lot of people get afflicted by one or the other. A job loss, a breakup, lack of financial things. And I've talked with a lot of people this week, especially young guys or guys in general that are going through tough situations, right? Being cheated on or exes leaving and sleeping with someone else. And they're struggling, right? They're down in these pain caves. They're personal little hellholes. And what I realized when I was at the gym is I am getting after it like I never have before, but it's because of what I went through. It's because I chose to grow. And when you're down, after you hit the fucking proverbial bottom of these black pits, these black holes of this pain, what you realize is that that's also where all of your demons are. And eventually you realize that they can't hurt you. They're just incarnations or reflections of yourself and all of your insecurities, your worries, your fears, your traumas, your failures, the things that you are most afraid of. And when you realize that they actually can't hurt you, but they can make you think to hurt yourself, there's a kind of superpower, like a sixth sense that you develop that you go, holy shit, right? If these are all my demons and things that I'm worried about just as external creations of the deepest, darkest parts of me, I can probably turn those things into allies at some point. And that's what you do. Once you go through enough pain, right? Because people don't really change until they're sick and tired of being sick and tired. Once you go through enough pain and you fucking decide, okay, no more. I'm choosing self-respect. I'm choosing self-love. I'm going to take all of this energy that I applied to this person or this situation or this business or this friend or this family member, and I am going to put that into making the things that I want to do in this life. And I am going to do it or I'm going to die trying. You have to get to that level of resolve. And you have to fucking decide that. It doesn't matter if you're male or female or undisclosed. You have to fucking decide for that. I'm going to say it again. You have to fucking choose that and say, I'm going to get this done. I'm going to make something of myself. I'm going to make this happen. You can't control other people. All you can control is your attitude and effort. And if you fucking absolutely commit 110% your attitude and your effort to the things that you want to create in this life, fuck, man, everything else comes into the fold, right? The personal relationships, the money, the success, the recognition, whatever it is that you're seeking, it's always in the magic that the magic that you are seeking is in the work that you are avoiding. And it took me a long time to learn that, okay? So follow the energy. Go where you have passion, go where you have creativity, go to what's calling you. And if you are in a situation, a personal relationship or otherwise, and that is taking your energy away, holy shit, man, get out of there. Ladies, get out of there. If you're in a situation that's toxic and it's draining your energy, understand that that is taking your energy, and that is not the goal and the point of this life. The goal and the point of this life is for you to learn how to retain and gain energy from the things around you, not people, and then apply that to making the vision that you want to see in this life. Because what you are internally, what you feel internally, your external surroundings are just a reflection of what you feel internally, okay? I know I kind of butchered this one, but hopefully you guys get the point. If you have questions, shoot me a DM or book a call, because I love teaching people this, right? It's so easy to see from an outside situation, and it's very difficult to see when you're going through it. Trust me, I fucking know. See you guys in the next one.